Gold Rush star Todd Hoffman has been documenting his return to gold mining over the past few months. He left the series after season 8, which aired in 2018. He then returned with his father and son for a spin-off, Hoffman Family Gold, in 2022. It wasn't as successful as the original series. But despite multiple setbacks, Todd is getting himself back into the industry, though some fans are skeptical about his commitment. Keep reading to see why. Todd previously uploaded clips and pictures of him having some deep conversations with his team. This led to speculations that he's planning to make a comeback with them. The Gold Rush star later shared news about purchasing new digging equipment, as well as buying a new gold mine in Yukon, adding that he's planning to buy one more. This led to many people believing that Todd is trying to take another shot in the gold mining industry. However, he recently faced backlash following his recent announcement. Some fans on social media discussed Todd Hoffman's recent live stream, where he opened up about his new lease. The Gold Rush star shared some details about the property and how he plans the gold mining expedition. He's also looking for investors, saying that he has over 10 spots that may provide gold. He's also planning to film the project. But some are skeptical about how it will turn out. According to some, Todd has never proven himself to be a reliable gold miner, and it may just be one of his new antics to make quick income. Todd Hoffman has also uploaded clips of himself flying around a massive land in Yukon, seemingly showing the property he purchased. He's still looking for investors, but it seems that his gold mining project is already in the green light. It's unclear if Todd will be working with Parker for Gold Rush. However, based on his statements, it seems that he'll be filming his expeditions separately. If you are looking for more Gold Rush news, come back to TV Shows Ace for all your updates. Todd Hoffman, one of the most recognizable faces in the world of gold mining, has been at the heart of the drama for over a decade, ever since his debut on the hit Discovery Channel series Gold Rush. The show, which chronicles the highs and lows of gold miners hunting for fortune, has made stars of ordinary people who otherwise might have remained anonymous. Among these miners, Todd Hoffman, with his optimistic personality, entrepreneurial spirit, and larger-than-life ambitions, became a fan favorite. But recently, after his announcement about securing a new lease for gold mining, Todd has found himself at the center of a firestorm of backlash that has shaken the fan base, his fellow miners, and even some of his former colleagues. The controversy surrounding his announcement of a new lease has sparked debates about his financial decision-making, his management style, and his commitment to his team. As his fans eagerly await the next season of Gold Rush, many are wondering whether this latest chapter in Todd's career is one of redemption, or whether it marks the beginning of the end for his reputation in the gold mining world. The new lease announcement. Todd's latest move was unveiled in a public statement on social media, where he proudly shared that he had secured a new lease to mine a promising site. The announcement was met with mixed reactions. While some fans were thrilled at the possibility of a new adventure and new gold deposits, others were less than impressed, especially those who had followed Todd's financial troubles over the years. Hoffman's previous mining ventures were notoriously plagued by failure. From the ill-fated venture in Alaska to his controversial exit from the show in 2020, Todd has faced his fair share of struggles in the gold mining industry. Critics, both inside and outside the Gold Rush universe, are quick to point out that Hoffman has had little success in the field of gold mining. Despite the millions of dollars invested, Todd's operations have often resulted in subpar results and considerable financial losses. The new lease announcement comes after several years of being off-screen. After leaving Gold Rush in 2020, Todd launched a series of projects, including a short-lived reality show called Hoffman Family Gold. His departure from the series and the subsequent failure of some of these projects have only added fuel to the fire of criticism. Despite the skepticism surrounding his track record, Todd remained optimistic in his announcement. "We've been through the toughest of times, but this lease is going to change everything," Hoffman said in his post. "This is the opportunity we've all been waiting for. With the right team, the right equipment, and a little bit of luck, we can make this a huge success." He went on to assure fans that he was bringing in new equipment and a larger crew to ensure the venture's success. A rocky past, financial struggles, and controversy starred Hoffman's time on Gold Rush was marked by an ongoing cycle of ambitious plans. Many fans and critics are quick to bring up his Alaska mining project, where Todd's crew worked hard but saw minimal returns on their efforts. Though Hoffman's enthusiasm never wavered, his ability to manage the operation was frequently called into question. His costly mistakes and constant financial struggles led to multiple seasons of tension and drama on screen. Behind the scenes, Todd's financial woes were even more apparent. By his own admission, he has been in debt for much of his mining career. His investors and crew members had their fair share of grievances, with many calling his decision-making reckless and overly optimistic. It seemed that, no matter how hard he worked, the returns never seemed to match the effort. One of the most famous controversies surrounding Todd was his departure from the Gold Rush series. After years of being the show's central figure, he announced his decision to leave in 2020, citing a need to focus on his family and his personal ventures. However, many fans believed the real reason for his exit was the mounting financial pressure he was under due to his failed ventures. His departure marked a shift in the dynamics of the show, but it also raised questions about his future in the gold mining industry. Fans of the show were left wondering whether Todd had learned from his past mistakes or whether he was simply diving back into the same cycle of overpromising and underdelivering. The new lease was his way of making a grand comeback, but for many, it seemed like an ill-timed move in the face of a string of failed projects. The Backlash. A distrustful audience's backlash against Todd Hoffman's announcement of the new lease has been fierce. Fans, many of whom have followed his journey from the very beginning, are expressing their skepticism online. Critics argue that Todd's tendency to overstate his abilities and the potential of his projects has led to a pattern of disappointment. His past actions, including signing leases that turned out to be unproductive, have left many wondering whether this new venture will meet a similar fate. One of the most vocal critics has been former Gold Rush cast member Parker Schnebel, who has had a notably successful run on the show. Parker's success stands in stark contrast to Todd's repeated failures, and it has only fueled the online divide between the two. When asked for his thoughts on Todd's new lease, Parker said, "I think he's got a lot of guts to be jumping back into the business after everything that's happened. But I've learned the hard way that gold mining is about more than just optimism. It's about smart planning, being realistic, and knowing your limits." Parker's comments echo the sentiment shared by many viewers who feel that Todd has failed to learn from his mistakes. His enthusiasm is seen as naive, while his history of bad decisions casts doubt on his ability to lead a successful mining operation. But the backlash isn't just coming from his competitors. Even fans who were once loyal to Todd are beginning to question whether he's made the right choice in pursuing another gold mine lease. Many have pointed out the growing trend of mining operations failing to meet expectations, especially in today's climate where environmental regulations, gold prices, and resource depletion are all factors that need to be considered. Financial transparency and accountability are one of the most important aspects of the backlash centers around Todd Hoffman's perceived lack of financial transparency and accountability. Throughout his Gold Rush career, Todd's handling of money has been a point of contention. He was often portrayed as someone who overspent, took risks without thoroughly evaluating the costs, and made decisions that put his crew in difficult positions. In recent interviews, Todd has tried to emphasize that he is more financially savvy now than in the past, but many critics remain unconvinced. Fans of the show want to see tangible proof that he has learned from his previous mistakes, but without transparency into his financial backing, it's hard for them to feel confident about the new Lease. His new venture is funded by a combination of private investors and Todd's own money, but many are concerned that these financial sources may be as unstable as Todd's previous projects. Without clear insight into the budget and expected revenue, it's hard to trust that the venture will end in anything other than more financial chaos. In addition, environmental concerns are at the forefront of many critics' minds. Todd's mining operations have, in the past, been accused of not adhering to proper environmental standards. With stricter regulations in place in many mining regions, there's a growing sense that Todd may face even more legal and environmental hurdles this time around.